Hello everyone, it is me, the goddamn Expletive, and I'm sorry I have not released this, I said 2 days ago, but recently stuff happened. I do not want to get into my, life, but at some point I will tell you guys what happened, why did this not get posted, but anyway, I'll zip my lips and get on to the story. The flashback of Technoblade Technoblade witnessing Melamberg being rebuilt. As he sees this, he just remembers all the times that all the bloodshed that he shed with his friends back then. It was fun years until they betrayed him. They backstabbed him over their country, their government. And he thought Tommy was his only friend. But really, Technoblade knew Tommy was just using him for his armor. For the weeks that he's grinded from all of this. Just for him to, how should I say it, be done with it. As we stop the flashback, Wilbur and Tubbo are asking God's history if they could build here, at which Techno's walks up behind them and grabs both their shoulders and looks at them with a deadly death stare if you guys want to build here, you have to make sure the city is blocked off. Besides, I'm just stretching. Besides, I'm gonna be over in those mountains over there and building my house. As Tobo's like, why do you like the mountains so much? As Technoblade looks at him well, it was a good place to get rid of y'all. I can't remember if Phil's was in this, but sorry. I still think he's not going to be in this for a little while until part 7. If you guys I know you guys really enjoy this video for me making this, so anyway. As Wilbur and Tubbo begin destroying most of the houses, Owl, Rambo, and Tommy, are actually tasked with gathering wood outside the city. Or more specifically, regrowing trees and replanting them, because they can do that. And above them, Techno and Dream felt a presence watching them. As they turned around and saw nothing, Techno was like, I swear I saw someone staring at us. As Dream's like, same here, even though I'm in the sword. Sorry, that 2 days later, I forgot to say. As Techno has an Ender Pearl, he just fucking chucks it over the edge. He actually takes a Rambo and, he actually asked Tommy and Rambo if they want to build a house far out, and they said, hell yeah, but after we get all this wood. As Techno's like, okay then. As Technoblade reaches a really far off location, he begins building his house like the prison one. As he's doing this, he remembers the time when he broke out Dream, and which I'm really happy. Oh, he hasn't broken him out yet in my universe, but well, you know what? Since it's still gonna be releasing tomorrow, yeah. Anyway, as Techno just got done making his porch and his house, he begins going out and making a farm. Obviously, goddamn it, everyone who loves Technoblade, spam the fucking thing for potatoes, because we all know Technoblade and his potatoes. Anyway, as Phil just got done with his porch, he sees Tommy and Rambo just got done with their task. Their inventories was full of completely a full stack of wood. But they put that all back in the city. And how did they get there really fast? Well, it took 2 weeks. Well, not 2 weeks. It did not take actually 2 weeks. It just took them about 5 hours to get there because of the Ender Pearls. And Techno's just been building for about a week now. And, yeah. As soon as they get there, they ask him about like, hey, Tommy first asks like, hey Techno, why do you want to bring us here? We're pretty far out. Jeez, it's cold. As Techno's like, is he crying about the cold now? I was like, well, in our world, I was used to the cold, but not this sort of cold. Like, he's not even wearing a jacket, because since Technoblade's are wearing a coat, he's like so goddamn used to it. And I'm gonna say, fuck it, they have coats. And Technoblade begins like saying, follow me. As they follow him, Technoblade reveal a hidden staircase in his house. When they're going down, they just see like a massive like place. As Techno's like, here, we shall start building the spawners here, Rambo. As Tommy's like, wait, we're building spawners here now, Technoblade? Yes! As Techno's like, yes. However, this method is a bit broken. As Tommy's like, broken? What do you mean? Well, me and Rambo discovered that killing these monsters actually levels you up much more quickly. As Tommy's eyes begin to like glow, like begin like thinking of like a devil's plan, like I will 1v1 Technoblade and win. As Technoblade tilts his head like, sorry Tommy, I'm about to be level 2 soon. As Tommy's like, what? Because around him, like building and like, okay, to be honest, how is he getting XP from like without mobs? Not where, well, obviously. I'm like, you know when you're mining materials in Minecraft and you get like XP? Yeah. A week, like, since this man is like a fucking grind god, he has so much fucking iron, gold. Since diamonds are not there, I don't know if diamonds are. No, fuck it. I'm gonna say diamonds are a thing there, but it's really weird to come across them. As Techno begins building like the first mob spawner, as Tommy and like Rambo begin doing the same. Both Rambo and okay, after a while, Techno's like, gotta get some more cobblestone. He goes back up his like water elevator or something. As he gets up, he sees Tommy having a hard time building it. He just like walks over and he's like, Tommy? So he's like, yeah? What is it, Techno? I'm having a stressful time, so I appreciate it if you didn't have to make it like one more block. As Tommy's like, oh, that was the problem. Well, I think it's cool, like more block. As Techno looks into the fucking serious face, like, Tommy. Tommy's like sweating, like, yes, you do realize that we are in another world, and we have some of our gear, but if we lose this gear, we cannot ever get it back, right? As Tommy's like, yeah, and and more further than that. As Techno's about to explain, he's like, hey, Techno, I'm done. As Techno looks at him like, god damn it. Rambo, can you actually, like, how much cobblestone do you have? Rambo's like, I have about, like, 16 stacks of cobblestone. Why? As Techno's like, can you give me some? Because I was about to go up and get some. As Rambo's like, yeah, sure. As Rambo drops all the cobblestone blocks, as he says, hey Techno, mind if I make some tea? As Techno's like, yeah, sure. As Techno's like, I hope the tea tastes good, because man, Minecraft did not have tea. Or did it? No, it did not. Maybe. Fuck it. No, this version they had tea. As Tommy's like getting done his area, as Techno just got done his in like 5 minutes. Tommy's still getting his mob spawner done. Techno goes up there and he just sees Rambo sitting in a chair on the table, sipping some tea. and Techno decided to join in. Techno grabs like the kettle and pours some tea into the cup, and he begins drinking it. It's like, whoa, this tastes amazing, Rambo. What'd you put in it? As Rambo's like, oh, just the usual, just some honey, some sugar, and maybe some lemon, and maybe some herbs. Mixed pretty well together. As Ted was like, maybe you can make a good fortune off this. As Rim was like, it would be right. Actually, yeah. I might consider making a tea shop. Or a tea store. As Ted was like, really pretty good idea. As Techno and Mel would begin discussing, like, how it would work and what time would close at. And to be honest, everyone knows that in Minecraft, you can't age, but everyone hears, like, everyone in Dream SMP, I'm gonna say, like, in their game are gods, but they, like, immortals, not gods. As Techno's, like, begins, like, writing down a piece of paper about, like, how he's, like, thinking of, like, doing, like, a grill type of, like, restaurant. As Tommy gets up, sweating, like, you, as he falls on the floor, are assholes. Are all assholes. As he falls unconscious, as Techno's like, well, it appears that he reaches his limit. As Tech was like, well, I'll go put him in the spare bed I have. As Ramble's like, oh, okay. I'd like to talk more about this tea cafe. As Tech was like, nods his head. He grabs Tommy and begins walking upstairs. And he puts him in his bed. As Wilbur looks through his left and he sees his ender chest. As he opens it, he sees Phil's hat. Like nothing else is in there, just Phil's hat. As Technoblade says, "Don't worry, Phil. I hope you don't worry, Phil. I'll try to wake you up somehow." As Dream's like literally like I'm gonna say like, okay, since like they can switch between, they have to will it. There you go. But since Dream wants to like parkour a lot, Techno decides to put him like upstairs and sheath him. And yeah, right now Dream's like fine with it. He's like hanging on a wall, which it did piss him off at first, but what he didn't know is it was actually kind of peaceful. I know, weird for fucking Gene to be peaceful being hung, right? As Rambo like begins leaving and like saying that he has to walk all the way back, which would be a pain. As Tech was like, oh wait, Rambo, you know like a rail cart system? As Rambo's like, yeah. As Rambo realizes like, you did not. As Techno's like burning his like teeth, like, oh yeah, I did. As they go to the hidden staircase, just Technoblade pulls a book, and when they're walking down it, Technoblade pushes a hidden button, like almost matching up with the stone wall. As here's another pair of staircases, and Rabu like sees this and like, Techno. As Techno turns up like, yeah, how long did it take you to do this? Well, since I had efficiency like 2 and haste, like efficiency 5 and haste 2, about 3 minutes, about like 5 hours. This, as Rat was like not even surprised at this point because Techno did unbelievable things, so it's not a surprise to him. But him making a rail cart all the way to the Damanchi, like, I know, what? Well, I guess this is the end of the video. I'm kidding. As Techno begins saying to him that he already put rail carts there, and plus when he gets out, he has to dig a hole. Just Techno's like too tired to put another ladder in because in this world apparently they have limits to how much they can use their stamina. So as Rambo says, "Will do," as he hits the button. As Rambo begins going on the rail cart, Techno goes to do his thing. Rambo's like, what would that cafe name be? Rambo? No, no, no. Tobo? No. I got it. Rainbow's Tavern. I don't. If you guys, okay, what should be Rambo's, like, cafe or, like, tea shop be called? The side of the comic book section, best name, and I'll pick it for the shop. As that was going on, the Loki Familia went on. We're actually like wondering what's happening because every night they heard noises about like buildings or something, and they decided to Tina actually decided to investigate the flat-chested one. Decides to like go investigate, as she sees like Wilbur like saying to like Turbo like, "Come on, Turbo, we don't have much left to do." Turbo's like, "Okay, but I don't, but I want to take a break." And he's like, "Ooh, a flower." Like, nothing else. As he does this, he's like, as Tina's like, "What? Why is he so tired?" And especially the orange one, why is he so... what's the word Tina's thinking? Like, she remembers now. Like, joyful. As she falls, as Robo begins, like, walking away, and begins, like, going in the alley, as Tina follows them, she sees that, like, he's, like, checking around, it's like, okay, we're good. As he presses a hidden button, opening a hidden door, in which Tina obligingly follows them, but after the door closes. As she gets there, she just sees, like, this whole city's, like, mostly gone. And why? Because most of the houses are just, how do I say this? Are, I'm trying to think right now. Oh, I remember, like, gone. Not gone, just, I don't know what to do this anymore. It's been so long since I did this, guys. I've literally forgotten the plot I put out for this, guys. I'm so sorry. But I won't be ending it off for you today. And I know. You guys want to see more, but part 5 I will be releasing probably on December 5th. So, if you guys like this idea, thank you so much. I hope you all enjoyed. I'll talk to you all in my next video. Goodbye.